it's a competition. My mission is to destroy you. My whole purpose was to get you to reconsider your life choice to play basketball. So at the end of the day, you're like, you know what? Maybe this isn't for me. How can I mentally figure out ways to break you down? How can I show you that, no, I have the edge? I'm trying to take their will away from you.
That's what you do, ain't it? You take people's will.
I'm going to beat you. I'm going to let you know I beat you. And I'm going to want you to reconsider your professional life choice. I'm there to just absolutely demoralize and dominate the person that I'm playing against, the team I'm playing against. You know, and that was my mentality going into every single game, was just to absolutely obliterate this guy.
So let's get straight into it, man. We got Kendrick Lamar and Drake, and this is probably going to go down as one of the greatest hip-hop battles of all time, man. So let's just get that out the way and get that cleared out. Like, this is probably this is a pivotal moment, at least for my generation and in the future. You know what I'm saying? This is something that you could study and you could take a lot from. And one of the things I want to dissect with this battle is the first thing I want you to take from this is how much you should value your freedom. And the reason why is I want to say that is because I believe deep down inside Drake don't want to wave the right flag. But since he has so many people in his pocket, so many brand deals, and he just took that 400 mil, he just got so amount of weight on his shoulders that he has to submit. Because the powers that be that gave him all this money, he's in debt. He owes debt to them. So that's why this is important to value your freedom, because the flip side of that, when you have Kendrick Lamar, he's in a great position right now. He only has a publishing deal and he owns his masters. He has this way more control of his career at this point in his life. That's why he was able to tell all these YouTubers, you know what? Y'all go ahead and do what y'all want to do, rock out, you're not going to get no claims on your reactions. And that right there just showed you how Kendrick Lamar played the chessboard from start to his career to where he's at now. He played it pretty well, you know what I'm saying? And so I want to commend Kendrick. My whole thing about doing this video is break down just what we could take from this battle. There's so many different things you could take from it. But that's one of the key things to me, is that your freedom is priceless, man. You can't put a price on that. And kind of Kendrick is showing that in so many different ways. Another thing I wanted to kind of shed light on, because I always believe that this is not a value, but it should. This right here, Kendrick is able to allow me to show you how big a value it is that production. I believe Kendrick, every song he dropped was fire because I love hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I love lyrical, spiritual. I love all that. I just love hip hop, bro. I love the lyrical rap and I love the bop. I love both. You know what I'm saying? So I could value both. But a lot of, I want to say, the vast population, they looking for the bop. You know what I'm saying? And so the knockout punch in this battle was They Not Like Us, right? That was one of the ones that it was just undeniable. That was the knockdown. That's the, you on the ground, I'm counting 1, 2, and then you gonna get up. And Drake didn't get up, and that was a knockout punch. But who we should give flowers to also from this situation is DJ Mustard, because at the end of the day, They Not Like Us is a DJ Mustard production. Yes, and yes, I do want to make this clear. DJ Mustard has a team too. So he has co-producers under him, but everybody amongst this song should really get praise and have, especially for the West Coast, because this basically put us back in that forefront with like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying the other artists from the West Coast ain't got their motion and this and that, but this one of the ones where it's like the eyes is back on the West. You know what I'm saying? And I want to give DJ Mustard his flowers, because him and his whole team, because DJ Mustard has a team, I believe. You know what I'm saying? So I want to give that whole team over there their flowers, because I feel like the producer and, it's just like, I'm not going to say the producer doesn't have a value, but it's just for this young generation, it's not as valued as much as it should be. And I think the way I want to allude to this and break it down is like, dog, They Not Like Us and Kendrick Lamar lyrical bars on that record was a knockdown punch. You know what I'm saying? And I think in this particular situation, he needed a knockdown. This couldn't be a scorecard type of battle where like you got some niggas saying it's Drake, some niggas saying it's Kendrick. At this point, it's pretty much, it's like, it's undisputed, man. Kendrick won this shit. Even Drake is just let you know. Anybody that's like Drake won it, Drake just told you, but I basically got to submit. I lost. You know what I'm saying? So we got to give a lot of the just due to Mustard. But this is not taking nothing away from Kendrick. Like, I always knew that Kendrick, it's funny about this whole situation because my wife would tell you, my brother would tell you, I told niggas how this shit was going to play all the way out. When my brother first called me, I said, verbatim, I said, Drake don't want it with Kendrick, man. That nigga Kendrick is the one. He's Neo. I said, Drake is Thanos, but Kendrick is the one. He's Neo. I said, that's not going to be a good look, B. My brother just called me the day before yesterday, and he said, you know what, Go? Everything you said played out just like I said it. So, with that being said, I just wanted to shed light on that because I always tell people, like, you know, when you look at Jay-Z and Nas, that rap battle, I believe Ether was fire, right? But I think what made Ether fire was the production and what Nas was saying. You know what I'm saying? And when everybody always alludes, well, who's better out of Jay-Z and Nas, I'll always say Jay-Z because the production. If you watch some of my videos on my story, I've been saying this for years that, you know, the reason why Jay-Z, the success he had in his career was he had an ear, man. When you think of Kanye, Pharrell, Just Blaze, Swiss Beats, DJ Premier, I could keep going. You know what I'm saying? I could keep going. He worked with the best of the best his whole career. When you look at Nas, I'm not going to say Nas didn't work with dope producers, but it's night and day from the talent. You know what I'm saying? And I believe we could look at this situation and you could see a lot of value in that. Like, Kendrick worked with Alchemist, DJ Mustard, Metro Boomin. Come on now, it's like it's if you look at that roster right there, that should let you know like how much production matters. You know, often a lot of times what I realize with this new generation is that they think just because you're a rapper, that means like, I don't know. I just think the misconception is like production doesn't really matter, when I think it's the opposite of that. And Kendrick, if you really break down what I'm saying, you will see like that's confirmation. You know what I'm saying? So that was another thing I wanted to kind of, you know, basically just shed light on. And it really too is like, when I look at this whole situation, right? I look at Drake, I look at Kendrick. Kendrick showed us that there's this notion that just because you're not always on social media or you're not always in people's faces, you can't win. During this whole battle, Kendrick's been out the way just dropping music, letting the raw music speak for itself. You know what I'm saying? And I always had this belief, and I stand on this myself, is that when you really like that and you really, like, you truly talented, you really gifted, you don't have to do all the extra bells and whistles that these other niggas be doing, because when the people choose who they fuck with, they gonna choose. It's like, one of my favorite movies is Gladiator, right? And at the end of that movie, the people chose. You know, even though he had to go take out everybody, at the end of that movie, the people praised him and chose. You feel me? After they tried to come for his family, if that's a movie that you haven't seen, go see that movie, man. Because that show you that when you really like that, it's gonna show. It's only a matter of time. Like I said, he's Neo. You feel me? And so this is one of the greatest battles, man, because it's shit that you could take from if you really study this shit. And the main thing is, man, your freedom and your values, integrity. That's the last thing I want to touch on, how integrity, often a lot of times, we live in a society where integrity doesn't really hold a lot of value. Now, I could say that's a fact, but we just got to win. All the niggas that be standing on morals and values, we just got a big win with Kendrick, man. Because I feel like that's what he stands for. And all the bullshit, I think moving forward, a lot of the bullshit that niggas used to get away with and all the weird shit, I think a lot of that shit is about to be a little bit more transparent. I think it was when Cat Williams came out, but I think this is just another win off of that win. You feel me? Like a lot of shit is just, the rug is being pulled more and more and more. And I'm grateful for that because, you know, being a real nigga in these times, man, it's like when a nigga like Kendrick ran, it's like salute. Like, dog, like, you feel me? And so, yeah, man, that was just a couple things. I seen this post and I was just like, damn, bro, like, and I truly believe Drake deep down inside is just, he doesn't want to be done. I don't know why I believe that, but he's just the situation he in. The big homies who's, you know, put a lot of fund in him, like, nah, bro, you losing us money. Your opponent, I think he Ryan Garcia, the nigga. I think Kendrick really, a lot of niggas didn't even think this was going to happen like this. And it just happened. You know, so, yeah. One of them situations, man. But, it's crazy. Wait a minute. When the Drake and Kendrick beef first happened, what did I tell you what was going to happen? Because I was just telling them, basically. What did I tell Brandon and what did I tell you how this was going to play out?
I remember you said a lot of things.
I basically alluded to this is not going to work out well for Drake, right? I told Brandon that and I told you that.
Yeah.
I said that man got too many holes in his shit. And Kendrick be out the way. Yeah. And Brandon was like, yeah, he be out the way like you.
So it's hard to really get information on somebody that's out the way.
It's not even that. It's just he don't do a lot of the corny shit that a lot of, you know.
The people that are in the circle.
Or that's in position that he was going against. Yeah. So I knew the people eventually because the talent was there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I think Drake's other opponents that he went against, it wasn't the same because Kendrick is really like that as far as the talent wise. So, you know, I feel like it just played out. Really fire. It played out how I kind of said it. It's so fire. But yeah, there we have it, man. Basically, man, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you turn on your post notifications. And yeah, man. That's a win for the real nigga. Another win for the real niggas, man. Let's get it.